Connor Hutton reporting Kingdom MMA here post-fight stage with 73 alongside the champ, still the champ, Stevie Ray. How good does that one feel?
It was amazing. It's obviously what I was looking to do, come out, make a statement, put an end to this trilogy, keep my belt, have a good night in Newcastle. It's all went to plan.
Like you said, the trilogy's over now. Do you think that's the last you're going to see of Curt Warburton?
That's going to be the last I'm going to see of him anyway. I hope he still keeps fighting and stuff. I don't know what he's going to do, but 2 losses in a row, so I am not sure what he's going to do. But that's definitely the end to me and him. We've fought 3 times. 3 times is enough, and I made a statement there. So.
Now the trilogy is a big thing in MMA. We don't see it that much. It's a very rare occasion. So when you're getting up for a fight, obviously it's one thing to fight a guy once, another thing twice. So what was the mindset when you're faced with this situation when you have to fight a guy for the 3rd time? What was the mindset going in? Was it any different?
Yeah, a wee bit I don't know. Still the same. Every fight's the same. Nervous. I always get nervous before a fight. If I don't, I think something's wrong because it means a lot to me winning and fighting and stuff. So, but you've seen the atmosphere out there, so there's a bit of pressure, especially for the both of us. I had a lot of people out there, and every single fight's like kill or be killed attitude that I go in with. So a loss is like a big, huge deal to me. So and it was probably the same for him. All the Newcastle people were depending on him, and a lot of. We never touched gloves, and it was a bit different. I'm usually quite respectful and stuff. So, even at the weigh-ins, we were kind of head to head, and we pushed each other and stuff. So it was a wee bit different, but it's the name of the game. It's a sport, and we put on a show for the fans. The atmosphere was mental. So. Yep.
You mentioned there at the weigh-ins when you're getting pretty intense there in your standoff. Is there a genuine beef there, or is it just fierce competition because you have that rivalry?
I always just like to kind of get in my opponent's head, sort of thing, let them know that even though I maybe like them and they're a good fighter and stuff, they're the people that stand in the way of my future and stuff. So I don't like them at that time. I like them after it. Kurt's the same guy and stuff. And, I'll buy him a drink later and stuff. And it's just really for the sport. I like to. All the people watching, the fans and stuff, are all kind of get a bit more excited and stuff. So I kind of just wanted to go head to head at the weigh-ins, and then he started pushing forward, and I was thinking did I start pushing him back and have a little fight war? But I never really done it, and I kind of thought, right, you're taking it a bit far now, and I went to push him away. And I noticed actually before the weigh-ins, Graham Boylan kind of handed me the belt, and I put my hand out to go and grab the belt, and Curt thought I was going to shake his hand. I seen that in the interview, in the video, but I didn't actually realise he went to shake my hand, so maybe that's why he got a bit heated. But if I noticed he went to shake my hand, then I would have shook his hand, yeah, but he wasn't going to shake my hand. It's because he thought I was going to shake his hand, but I was just grabbing the belt, so it's all good. It made, I think a lot of people were quite excited because of that and stuff. So.
Now it's been 2 very close decisions in your 2 previous fights. What does it mean to you to put a standpoint and end this trilogy with you finishing the fight? Is that like a message to the rest of the MMA world for you?
Well, it's just like a big, huge relief off my shoulders. Like the last 12 weeks, my whole life is dedicated to MMA. How much I've done for MMA, I live in Fife, I've lived in Fife my whole life. I've had to move to a place called Hart Hill where the Dinky Ninjas, one of the clubs are, James Dillon's club. I didn't really like it just now. I'm still in 2 minds whether to move back to Fife, but if I did, I would have to think about what I'm going to do for training, how I'm going to afford to be able to travel there all the time and stuff. So I'm kind of just forcing myself to live somewhere I didn't want to live because of MMA. So it's a big deal. I'm getting on a wee bit emotional with it now as well. I don't know where that's came from, but I've got a fiance, 2 kids, and 1 on the way now as well. So even though I'm young, 24, I've got a family and stuff now. So MMA, it's quite hard, especially when that's all I do for a living. My partner's like a full-time mum, so I've got a lot of money and stuff. It's just a big, huge relief off my shoulders, getting the win and putting an end to this trilogy. Yeah.
And it's not even just.
This feels amazing. I was going through it in my head. I always go through the fight in my head, and it was always good vibes this time. I seen me knocking him out. I seen me submitting him with loads of different stuff just going over and over in my head, and for some weird reason I wanted to finish him by rear naked choke just because of what happened in that first fight. So I hurt him and then finished it rear naked choke. So
that's even sweeter to get.
It would have been good to get one of the £2,000 bonuses, but
yeah. So moving forward for you, obviously you're a family man, you've brought all your Scottish fans down with you tonight. You're going to be campaigning to defend that belt in Scotland next.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Obviously, my main goal is to try and get to the UFC, because that's like basically the only place you can make some money in MMA these days. So, like I said, I'm young, but I've got a family, kids and stuff. One on the way. I'm only 24. I've got 3 kids, so it is tough. I'd like to basically make some money, but I've like still engaged with us. I'd like them to come to Kirkcaldy, not even just for me, like I've said in the other interview there, for my fans as well. Like travelling around, I brought roughly 100 and odd people down here, and Cage Warriors over a lot of money. So it'd be good for them to get on their doorstep as well, because they obviously spent a lot of money coming here. And like I said, I handed the Cage Warriors over a lot of money, and my purse doesn't really get close to even what I've handed over, so it's good.
So for you moving forward in terms of competitors, the lightweight division in Cage Warriors is incredibly stacked. A lot of names going around. I saw you mention in a previous interview, Joseph Duffy is an incredibly hyped name right now. What do you think, how you match up with him stylistically?
Stylistically, I don't care who I get. Like, stylistically, I think I can beat anybody in the division. Like, doesn't matter if strike. I believe I can knock anybody out in this division. I believe I can submit anybody in this division, and out wrestle people in this. I just believe, like, doesn't matter who they are, I'll find a way to win. Sometimes, like, a lot of my fights as well, like, I should have been beaten by guys that were better than me technically, or whatever, or I've submitted somebody that's better jiu-jitsu. I just find a way to win, because I think it's because like, winning's a big deal to me. So yeah, I just find a way to win.
So there's no specific opponent for you next? Do you like
anybody, just whoever deserves the title. Like even the last fight, like I said earlier as well, like even Curt Warburton was kind of like, right, well, I was wondering who I would fight next. I had just beat Curt. It would have been nice to get a fresh one and beat somebody else again, but they were saying, we want you to fight Curt. We feel like he's still, like, we feel like that's the fight that everybody wants to see. So no hesitations. You want me to fight Curt, right? Do you think he's sort of the #1 contender, right? I'll fight him. I'm the champ, so I'll fight anybody. That's that.
Well, Stevie, congratulations on the win. The trilogy is finally over. Yep. And you deserve all the praise for that. Congratulations.
Thanks. We're going to enjoy myself now. Get Domino's and
Domino's.